That's a way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry here for Johnson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on. And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys...
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
In the backfield is Anderson. We'll get the football here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the back goes into motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. And then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They run it again with Anderson. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Elway. And this is caught by Jackson. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark, because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vontaze Burfict in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Elway to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Ozzie Newsome. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is fielded at the 27. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And Nelson's got it here right side. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for a 1st down.
Do it again. Eagle, do it again. There we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So the run gets him to first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They give to Burton, the fullback, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now it's Elway. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Anderson calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 43 yards. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe. How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain. But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So it'll be first down here after the run. In the backfield is Anderson. Back to throw. Caught right side, Gresham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just they've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Halfback sent in motion. He'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist. Let me tell you about the young man. Matter of fact, I'ma let Push tell that. Take it about the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life. Walked around with a long boy like Jesus, that Colombiana. That's mere models like. Yeah. Look at the flick of that wrist. I'm feeling like Leonardo. Let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle. On the road to success, I can fit a throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope. Type when I write. And that old man had to change her heart. Whistle. Start like. Looked around, seen his wife on the military all over the whole compound. Soon as he seen it, I swear it, I mean it, my members go quicker than dominoes. He in jail, everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic. Clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shooting. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotas. Shades of blue, I bet you. Let the sky fall, let it rain on you.
Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been now they with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
We try to walk a fragile line. What
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Paul Posluszny, the linebacker, brings him down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Key the tight end.
Stafford got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marvin Harrison from 19 yards away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Motion, check. Shift. Alert three.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
This up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. 3rd and 2, Rock. And this is caught by Jackson. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Okay, what can
Tight on
you
this
stop
side, boys. Tight on the roll.
We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 46 yards. Away from tying the football game. So we're right. right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Check the backer, check the backer.
You score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. We got three. We got three.
First and 10. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage for the offensive line to create
He'll get down here to the 43. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And if that yardage gain, they can run that play.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights. You can see it all over the place. But what you won't see is the extra time that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's go, D.
So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, check.
Second down at Stafford. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Room here to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the
Tight ends
field.
on the loosey.
And
Tight ends on
following
the
the pick
loosey.
six,
Tight
and
ends
they
on the
have
loosey.
decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see
You're
how
ready.
they attack
You're
this
ready.
drive.
Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some bold decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence.
Hey, 22!
Now to play, make sure they get settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One of the feature points in the end route is being able to make a nice throw
Hey,
to the
tight
middle
left,
part
tight
of the
left,
field.
tight end
And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better
Three
looks
down.
at the ball. Tries to be careful not to wait too long.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return here is stopped.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, hold up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care where we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light.
and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. Let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when the line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Get it back out of the bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And Dallas Clark back in his day so good at catching red zone touchdown passes, but he's also good at anywhere in the field.
Absolutely fearless. Could absorb hits, absorb contact, not get knocked off of routes, and find a way to make catches in big plays to give them a big-time advantage. Not bad for a former walk-on linebacker at the University of Iowa.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get in the end zone.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now, there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not get it. Stafford got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dallas Clark there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball and scores on their opening drive. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Regular. 53.
Hilton goes in motion right. He's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete. And it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just trying
to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On the stop was Aaron
Key right,
Donald.
key right, key right.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team.
Right!
Because we ask them to just eat on blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big
Hey,
deal.
easy.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated
Go.
runner.
Right!
Strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes with his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And the back goes into motion.
Let it roll, let it roll.
They're going to go. It's locked. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Set, 180. Hey, 50. Hey, 22. Set, 280. Double right.
Stafford on goes down to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tap.
2nd and just 1.
Hey, 20.
Possible
Hey.
anticipation.
We're
Here's
rolling,
the
we're rolling.
D-line. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? Just get on my back and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford finding time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dallas Clark. Touchdown in the first half. And it's good to make it 14-0. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position. It's
amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Too Tall Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
Key right, key right.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? Wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every
Sometimes a guy like him get that wide open.
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know who he is and cover him on everything.
Here's Luck, and that is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd and short. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. Sometimes they're not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defense defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen? Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a
to the ground game, Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go, Mexico!
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they
Let's
can continue to take that.
Anderson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
You heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the half. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing and maybe explode at the right time.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second half, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Hey, I need one! Here we go.
It's Tomlinson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And it looks like we've got a down set here defensively. 6 DBs. Here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Let it roll. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Love now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside,
now again running left with Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Anderson. And this time they're able to bottle him up. up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
The point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back there on 3rd and 10. Bluff. And this is going to be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the line on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come up. And the drive will start carried by LaDainian Tomlinson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. Cameron Wake makes plays like that simple because I think he plays coverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays. And kept him to a short run play there. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Black 54!
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Tough day, tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him. Yeah, you're right. All afternoon didn't get a whole lot better there. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good defense to not put too much zone. Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Set, move 50!
They stay on the ground, Tomlinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
Tag 50, tag 50!
Football, but you know the defense has to know that. They got to stop from here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can give you the entire game, then your pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Are so good and so skilled and hit the distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's
now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last shot and win this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. Excellent hands that can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Desperation time for line on fourth down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field, the game is close. You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Set, lady!
To the ground, this time with Tomlinson. Down to about the 22 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the
Easy,
defensive front.
lady!
They move the
Tomlinson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play.
This is Tomlinson, and able to push his way. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set, blue 60!
Stafford going to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's brought down just down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep him within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just run back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down?
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Left to Hilton on the hook up there. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically moving the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Charles set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the...
Hey. We got three.
Here we go. 200 yards.
Switch.
Zebra.
Kill.
Just a yard on the pickup there to bring up a second and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster.
Try not to the
It
other
all
side, not
depends
this
on how
side.
the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Strong left. Let him know.
Here we go.
Let him know, let him know.
319. 319.
Now, this is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
Good,
Nice
solid
hit,
run
Lumpert,
right there.
Lumpert.
Four wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, it used to
Let's go.
tell people, hey,
319. 319.
Z,
Blue 58. Blue 58. Eagle.
running lanes and more
Double
options. Defenders off the field makes
Good
the
job,
defense
D, good
lighter
job.
and easier to run
That's the way you
against.
fly to the ball.
Throw good for 4. It's second down.
Lumpert.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the
Go,
same
Lumpert.
time,
Zebra.
you have those kind of completions all game
Tiger.
long. Eventually,
Lumpert.
they're gonna
Lumpert.
turn into a
Lumpert.
highlight.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime.
Slow,
they
slow,
get
slow.
back.
Go. 319.
He's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. 319. 319.
Here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him either in the running game or the passing game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go. Z.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very
That's what
well.
I'm talking about.
Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Eagle. Let's go. Tiger.
You go tight. You got
Lumpert.
Check
Lumpert.
nickel.
Not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
What are you
But I
doing?
think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up some
Tiger!
action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Johnson, he's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, pumped out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is more where I came from. Tight, watch left. Tight,
Looks
watch
like
left.
the defense in press coverage here.
Kill.
Check out.
Turn it around. Kill.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Baby. Woo, defense,
Second
let's go.
quarter now.
Let's
Brandon
go.
Gordon, Charles Davis with you. It's
Tight end left.
and the
Tight end left.
D-line pinching together, must
right,
be
right, right.
expecting the run.
Check.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Tight end right.
Play clock. Into the game. He gets it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, straight to the heart. No, I won't drop. You're never gonna slow me down. I've got the energy of a tidal wave. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. It's in my bones. It's in my soul. You're never gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say. I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Want me to give up? Oh no, I will not fall down. Want me to give up? I'm never coming down. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. You don't gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Want me to give up?
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Yeah, I never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Do we own that? We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all the we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way.
Would rather be me.
Do work all day.
We don't see defeat.
Did we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of the that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it!
Charles settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Blunt, the lone running back. They'll give it to him here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and it usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll come out in the pistol. The play clock's running down. Now it's the former Bronco. This is C.J. Anderson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Here's Luck now on second down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing on third down, Luck. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And, oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be losing the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch left. Start right there.
Here's Blunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll send Hilton in motion right. On 1st down, Locke. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Wrong. Hurry. One back. 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They are going for it. It's Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
To throw is Rodgers. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. A very solid gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Evans, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the Ravens taking the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Often.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. 59 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. Forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time. Now 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for Blunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Rodgers now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Slot man moves right. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, And that way, you often control the game.
Left side, caught by Matthews. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run Anderson, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake any...
What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the 3rd quarter. Let's go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out.
On the opposite side of the ball. Respect, my man. Respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. This is pressure right. Now he'll let
in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 5 yards on the pickup. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, 39 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That is caught at the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Luck on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back now in Baltimore. Second down following the incompletion. One receiver left is Hilton. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Desperation time for Luck on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Ravens.
show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill it up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event and boxing in it. As the time in my position, I'm about to get it. Now ain't no one about to block the hit. Cause someday, I'm gonna someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though.